What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today we're taking a look and seeing how freeze spells have impacted the game since the update just a few months ago. Before this update, guys, freeze spells were not brought along in any attacks. Inferno Towers were nerfed. Freeze spells were not necessary at all. They took up 2 cam space. They held things still for a while, but they just were not needed in the game. But now, negating them down to only 1 camp space, everyone has a freeze spell in every composition all the time. But today, we're focusing in on the Frozen Witch attack strategy, which is something that's gotten pretty darn big at Town Hall 10 since the update that we're just talking about right now. And what we're looking at right here are some examples from Divine Justice in their most recent CWL war versus Boston Tea Party. The first attack that we're going to take a look at here is done by Matitude. He's coming in with 4 wizards, 4 healers, 14 witches, a wrecker, maxed heroes, 7 of those freeze spells. Let's see exactly what he does in this attack, see how everything goes down. What we're looking at is an anti-3-star design base with that Town Hall on the outside of the base. And look at this wide funnel being created with those healed witches. So you're using basically a witch slap strategy right here as the witches kind of funnel everything in with those healers along the way. It's going to help out the attack for sure. We got the wall wrecker coming in. All those spam skeletons are keeping that wall wrecker from being targeted whatsoever. The wrecker's going to go straight in. We have the Inferno Tower here, and notice that wall wrecker is going to pop right on through it. It doesn't even matter, guys, that the Inferno Tower was not frozen because, well, there were so many skeletons in the way, it just kind of went right through. It was targeting skeletons, not targeting any of the tanks, and we could have saved the freeze spells as we saw. Now the whole core of the base is frozen right now. The wall wrecker is continuing on through and going to knock itself into that Inferno Tower, multi-target mind you. Another 2 freeze spells dropped in. The Inferno Tower is going down. The Wizard Towers were frozen, notice, guys, and the reason why you're going to be freezing Wizard Towers are they are the #1 splash damage troop in the game, and you want to keep those skeletons alive. Out of that wrecker came these bowlers, and they're here to roll through the rest of the base. Another freeze spell used over there on the other Wizard Tower. So what you're doing is freezing the Inferno Towers if they're on top of your tanks, but if they're not, you're going to really focus on Wizard Towers, Bomb Towers, and Mortars to keep those skeletons alive, to keep tanking with those little mini cartilage tanks as they push on through the base. Right now, the Queen is still looking good. There's only 1 Archer Tower left, and the skeletons, well, they're making their way, but as you can see, there's a witch that's going to start shooting over the wall very soon. Unless if those skellies take her out, which they might, they actually did. But there's tons of skeletons left in here. We have a giant from the clan castle, and we have our Queen with some healers on her now that are just going to take down the rest of this base. Actually, the wizards will get the job done. Good game there, Matitude. Beautiful attack. Great example of the Frozen Witch and showing how valuable those freeze spells are, but that's not it, guys. You know I have more examples for you. And if you notice from the last attack and from this one, each of the attackers were lower war weight than the people they were attacking, or at least they were lower on the map. We have more witches in this one and less wizards coming through. We have a little bit more just dropped in right away, a little less funneling happening from the start. We have Godzilla on this one, and basically those healers are just going to heal up whatever needs it at the time being. The wall wreckers going into the base, and the heroes are in behind as well. Are we going to have bowlers in this clan castle again, or in the siege machine, this wall wrecker I should say? We have a dragon coming out of the clan castle. For all you haters who always say we only see lava hounds coming out of the clan castles, well, here's a dragon, and watch how quickly that dragon goes down. That dragon is about to be taken out already. Done. Easier to deal with a dragon than it is to deal with a lava hound, guys. Remember, the lava hounds do tie up the Queen for a long period of time, and then she needs to take out all those pups. So nice job. There was some freezing of the bomb towers in this attack right here, but the Queen is still doing a nice job. You know, she is your most powerful troop, the best troop in this game of Clash of Clans that we all love so very much. The witches are still being healed up. Oh, looks like there was some Valkyries in that wall wrecker, guys. I don't know. I see a Valkyrie spinning on the wall over here, right by that mortar up top by the healers. Let's see in the end comp what actually came out of that clan castle. I think it was Valkyries. Nice freeze spell on that multi-target Inferno. That multi-target Inferno is doing some decent work, actually. It's a nice base design here, but the Queen is able to reach over the wall right now, and she will be taking out that multi-target Inferno. Skeletons are working on that Town Hall right now. It doesn't take them long before they gnaw their way through that Town Hall. Witches going to clean up the rest of the base. 98% done right here. And again, I want to see what was in that wall wrecker. I believe it was Valkyries, and yes, it was Valkyries coming out of that wrecker. Let's go down to base number 19 because we had another Frozen Witch over there. It's Key the Great on this one. 14 Witches, 4 Healers, 4 Wizards, and the Wrecker, and your heroes. And again, 7 free spells. That's right, free spells. So guys, let me know what you think of this strategy, and if you like Clash of Clans and you want me to keep coming out with it every single day, well, honestly, either way, I'm coming out with it every single day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications so you don't miss out on everything or anything. And if you're liking this video, throw a thumbs up. It shows direct support to me and my channel, as well as supporting Clash of Clans as a game in general. Let's keep it going, guys. That Wrecker's pushing into the base. We have the Queen coming in with the King on the left-hand side, or if we're looking at it, the right-hand side of that Wrecker. Nice freeze spell right there, freezing that balloon that could do a lot of damage to our witches. And an Inferno Tower, or both of the Inferno Towers are frozen right there. What are we going to see coming out of this Wrecker? Now, the freeze spells don't last forever. With the buff to freeze spells, making them only 1 camp space, they did lose half of the time that they would stay frozen. So if a freeze spell used to freeze for 6 seconds and take up 2 camp space, it will now freeze for 3 seconds and take up 1 camp space for half the price. So it allows you to bring along more, and I don't know, it just seems to be more valuable that way. We've seen so many attack strategies do so well since the freeze spells have been implemented in that way, and since the Wall Wrecker, because the Wall Wrecker is just going to clear that path. You don't really need to use jump spells as much anymore. And what's a Wall Breaker? People use them anymore at Town Halls 10, 11, or 12? I don't think so. Look at all these skeletons running around the base. There are so many alive in this attack right here. Queen's going to go there and take out the point defenses, but there is no way, unless there's a giant bomb to take all these skellies out. Look at that Town Hall just get melted right there by those skeletons. Beautiful attack. Key the Great bringing it in right here with a dominant example of the Frozen Witch at Town Hall 10. Gotta love it right there, guys. Let's see what came out of the Clan Castle on this one. Well, 4 times through the last few seconds. And we will see that there was boulders coming out of the CC in that one. That's what you're typically going to see out of the Wrecker. And there's one last attack that we're going to take a look at right now. And maybe I won't shout this one as much as I will kind of share some other things with you. Remember, guys, remember, G Fuel is what sponsors all of my videos. And one of my sponsors, I do have a handful, including the eWin. But you can save 10% using code ECHO at gfuel.com. I'm currently running a sale, a 30% off sale for all G Fuel products. That's going to be from the 11th through the 15th of October. If this video drops within those dates, it's either code ECHO or code ECHO30, and you can save 30% on everything. So take advantage of that, guys. If you need to stock up, that's a good time. If you need to try it out, it's a good time as well. Rocking my Gamma Labs t-shirt right now also. So I did mention that they're one of my sponsors. Like I said, I have eWin. There we go right there. And I also am sponsored by Stimpaks Beef Jerky. Actually gnawing on some right now. It's a delicious snack. And here is the link for that. 15% off on Stimpaks.com using code ECHO. Didn't mean to do all that sponsor talk, guys, but I didn't really need to walk you through this one because we kind of saw the strategy be done 3 times before. So we're just going to kind of talk about other stuff as this one goes on. Notice the healers did go into the core of the base this time, keeping that Queen alive, which is really valuable when you can get those healers to first start off on the witches, then move their way onto your Queen. You're pretty guaranteed a triple if that Queen doesn't run into an Inferno Tower with no ability or anything like that. But you do have the freeze spells, so you could freeze the Inferno, have it retarget onto skeletons rather than use your Queen's ability. And we're looking at the rest of this base being destroyed right here, guys. There are only 1, 2, 3 defenses. Nope, make that 4. One of the freeze spells was used on an Archer Tower, although it wasn't really needed. Why not use it? Play things safe. there were enough skeletons to take down the rest of this base on their own without even having the queen. Scar from Divine Justice pulling it in. Now to look at the results of this war, unfortunately DJ did lose this war 84 to 86. They only lost by 0.27% on damage, but really a great war. Boston Tea Party, well done for sure. Let's take a look at the boys and girls in the family, see what they did, see what kind of stars they brought in. If you guys didn't realize it, I made five 3-minute guides from this exact war. So you're gonna see a lot of the bases from our opponents on those videos, as well as a lot of the attacks from our players here, because I make 3-minute guides as well, guys, so that I get one strategy, break it down in 3 minutes, one attack, and you get to see it all in action. Just a new series that I have that kind of gets right to the point, gets it done quick, and then we are out of there. This video, more your classic style. But that's been it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Remember, you could always find me over on Discord. Links also in the description below, or you could find me on Twitter at EchoThroughMe. Guys, thank you so much for all your support here in Clash of Clans and all the other content I put on my channel. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see all of you back here again tomorrow. Until then, be good.